Hey everyone, welcome back, or welcome if you are new here. In my last video, I went through this haul of all of these dolls, and there were a couple dolls in that haul that needed a good makeover. And based on this thumbnail and title of this video, we are doing the Barbie and the Rockers dolls. As you can see, their hair is a bit of a mess, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna just get right into it. So we're gonna start by giving them a nice scrub and a nice bath. I'm just gonna use some hot water and some Dawn dish soap. And I'm also gonna use some baking soda and mix it with a little bit of water and dish soap, and then use a toothbrush to just scrub their faces and their bodies. And then we will go ahead and we will take care of their hair. And now they are finally looking pretty clean, so let's go ahead and work on the hair. So I've got some conditioner and water mixed in this cup right here, so I'm just gonna dunk their heads or their hair inside of this little mixture, and I'm gonna let them sit for like 10 minutes or so. So now that they've been sitting, I'm gonna go ahead and finally start brushing through the hair. And for her, I'm gonna take out this rubber band now and then continue brushing through the rest of the hair. And I find that this metal tooth comb helps me brush through the hair and work through tangles pretty easily, so yeah. And I'm also just brushing in sections. So now her hair is nice and brushable and smooth, but there's a little bit of rubber band residue left in her hair, so I'll just have to scrub that out with a toothbrush probably. And she'll be getting a boil rinse or wash, not to make her hair pin straight or anything, but just to try and get it a little more shiny and smooth. So now we're gonna go ahead and we will start working on this girl. And again, I'm just using the comb and I'm gonna be brushing in sections. As always, starting from the bottom and working my way toward the scalp. So once her hair is finally brushed through, I'm gonna go ahead and get some boiling water, and I'm going to slowly submerge her hair into the water. And then we will give her another brush, and then another boil, and then another brush. So here she is after the first boil wash, and I'm just combing through the hair again, trying to detangle everything in sections. And now here she is after a second boil wash, and I can tell her hair is starting to get a bit smoother finally and less tangly. So I'm going to continue combing through it. And then once I'm done combing through their hair and we're done with all the boil procedures and everything, I'm just gonna put them on some doll stands and let them dry overnight, and I will show you how they look finally after their hair is dried. So here they are the next morning. I'm pretty happy with how they're looking. I really love the way the blonde Barbie's hair is totally relaxed and long and flowy. And then the brunette girl, I like that her hair is nice and shiny and smooth and silky looking, so I'm pretty happy with it, and I'm ready to go ahead and just style them and find some outfits for them and then figure out how I want their hair to look for the final look. I do love this Barbie's hair, just long and flowy and down like this, but we'll see what we end up doing with it. But yeah, I did want to show you how it looks like this. However, when you look closely at the hair though, sadly there is so much breakage and it's not perfect. From far away it looks okay, but when you look at it more close up, you can see all of the breakage and split ends, or I don't know, but it's not great. So we'll see. Okay, so we are back. I've finished the two Barbie and the Rockers dolls. Now I've dressed them up in non-Barbie and the Rockers outfits because I was struggling to get those shirts that they were wearing to look good, and they weren't even the original outfits that those dolls came in, so I just redressed them. So okay,
here is the first one. I tried to stay in the theme of Barbie and the Rockers and tried to make them look 80s and true to their original vibe and aesthetic. And I just threw on some things that I had laying around. So I had this shirt, which is like a turtleneck, not a turtleneck, but you know, it's like a sweater like that. And I don't know, I just figured I would tuck it kind of in and under to create this kind of look. And I kind of wanted like an asymmetrical off the shoulder type of moment, so yeah. And I would have loved to have, you know, gotten a belt for her and done more stuff, but it is what it is. I just used what I had. This is right here, this bow is original Barbie and the Rockers. And then yeah, her hair, I just put it in some boiling water a couple of times and then brushed it and then put it back in some boiling water, and I just kind of let it keep its natural shape, natural after the boil and everything. And then I think this is her natural hairstyle. I think it is meant to be pulled up into a little ponytail like that. And then yeah, she's super cute. I love the crazy eyeshadow and the orange. And yeah, she's wearing the shoes that the previous owner put her in before selling her, and I think they're very Barbie and the Rockers, even though these shoes are like the kind that you get with those multi-packs anywhere on the internet. But I think they work in this case. So that's her. She's it's a very casual, tame with a little hint of extra with the bow. Other than that, she's pretty laid back. Are you ready for the next girl? I'm gonna warn you, it's a lot of pink. And I also just threw on random pieces of clothing that I had laying around. But here she is. She's wearing, I think, a Cool Clips skirt, a Generation Girl fashion pack cardigan shoulder jacket thingy. This is obviously her original Barbie and the Rockers hairpiece, and then I don't know what this little bodice moment is from, but I had it and I was like, you know what, whatever. And then again, the shoes are just you know, the multi-packs that you can get. But yeah, her hair was really tough to deal with, and you can see there's just a lot of like breakage. I really liked how her hair looked just completely down and, you know, center part. It was really, really pretty. So I wanted to keep this part down here in the front because I just liked it a lot. I liked how her curls kind of relaxed into this very long and flowy style, but when it was all down, it really felt a little, I don't know, a little not 80s for one. It felt a little more 70s. So yeah, I just figured I would pull it up and do this asymmetrical 80s inspired big poofy ponytail. And yeah, and it's funny, these two dolls are really interesting because they were, I think, manufactured in different countries, and some of them have very intense opaque makeup, and then some have slightly more subtle makeup. Some have very squishy faces, and some have very hard faces. Like, you can't squeeze her face. Her face is hard. Hers is very, very squishy. So I just thought that was interesting. And then yeah, this one, she does have the dancing gimmick because she's the wave 2 of Barbie and the Rockers, so she can do this. So yeah, I'm so glad that they were able to get a nice little spa moment. I had fun working on them. I had a lot of fun redressing them and styling their hair once it was kind of manageable. These are my 80s girls.
So that is it for today. These are my 2 reimagined Barbie and the Rockers dolls, and I hope that you enjoyed this. Please stay tuned for when I give the other dolls from this haul makeovers, and I will see you all next time. Bye.